Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith, Smith in the Black. Finally back from a little bout with the COVID here. So let's see if we can take a look at what we're doing here to start off the year. You always want to, just like any month or any week, we want to see what the first things that they want to do. What are they looking at for the new year? Their opening bets. And so if you take a look at the SPY. Right now, not much. And you can see this here. It's broadening formation here on the daily. And now stuck in the middle of an inside day. And we got the Fed coming this afternoon. So that could have something to do with it. So right now, it's just kind of stuck in here. And you can see starting off the new week, slight higher high, right? And that's this. But then right back in, all right? And so far in the month, not doing much. And so we always want to start gauging, the broader averages against each other to see what's going on. If we go to QQQ, it's a little worse. Right? It's still an inside month, but you took out last week's lows. That's a 2-2 reversal right there to start off the year. So as we've known in the last few days, the Qs have been heavy, as you can see in here, as opposed to that SPY up into there. This has been drifting down, and you can see this in here. The higher high, the lower low, the higher high, and now drifting back down through here. Q's slightly taking inside 60 down. Now we got a new 60, and you can see this here. This is your broadening formation to see how they get out of that. So Q's been your heaviness. If you go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, here, a little better. Diamonds going to the highs. All right, so the industrials is where they like to be so far. You can see a nice little 2 down, 2 up here, and just for the week, you can see nice and green. So that's where the rotation's been going so far. When you look at out of the Qs into industrials, so far SPY neutral. If you go to the small cappers doing nothing. So slight poke up and back end. So a real tight range in here, also forming another inside day. So we'll see, because you can see the slight lower low down into here. Then slight higher high up into there. So there's your tight broadening formation. I'll draw it for you. Probably come into play in the future sometime. Always good to have them ready to go. And there you are, broadening formation, small cappers. And so we'll see, maybe an inside 60, but for right now, not doing much. If we go to, like I said, we got the Fed coming, the financials, and FAS. Right now going inside on the 60. We'll see if they want to take that up, jump the gun on the Fed, because here, if you go to the monthly, all right, the inside month, the poke down RevStrat month going back up towards the highs, right? And that's what you want to see, because that tells us that we can look for simultaneous breaks. We can look at all the financials and see how many of them are doing just that, if not a 2 reversal without the RevStrat on the month, right? So we'll see. For the day, a little exhaustion risk by popping up into the recent highs, all right? But maybe we get those inside 60 waiting on the Fed here. If you go to KRE here, you see this is something we definitely look for. The shooter, hammer, 222, and these two become an outside bar of that, and there's a lot of that stuff going on over there. If you go to XLF here, an XLF, once again, inside month, poke down, RevStrat month, and going up, and you got PNC from the weekend vid here, already taking care of business on that inside, pokes down, boom, off she goes. Still an inside day for now, but like I said, we got the Fed coming. You got stuff like Zion Bancorp here, and you see that hammer, counter shooter, these two looking to become an outside bar of that. Let the Fed come out, though. We'll see. Not an inside day for there. JP Morgan here, 2 down, reversal on the month. So you can see this at least starting off in a good way for the financials. Goldman Sachs, how you doing, buddy? Goldman Sachs, 2 down by stopping out all these guys on the month, 2 up for the rest of the month over this. 401.75, and Morgan Stanley, inside month to the upside. That's a 312. So we'll see. Like I said, the Fed's coming out, and that should tell a few tales. Q's going to the lows right now as I speak. We got some of those big boys coming in. We'll get to that in a second. But like I said, when you look at the diamonds, then you can break it down to like industrials. You can see Cat having a nice day, and that's coming inside quarter to the upside, I believe. And so here, the inside month takes out all these guys, and so we'll see. Now you got a little bit of exhaustion risk by taking these guys out, but now we'll see. Slight higher high in the 60, the lower low, very slightly. So in the next hour, if you take that up, it'd get my attention, but not unusual to dry up a little bit in front of the Fed. If you go to John Deere, also coming up with the Cat, an inside month to the upside and starting off gangbusters. You can see, look at this. New year, slight 2 down, 2-2 reversal. See that? Boom, and then off she goes. So we'll see if that sets up again for us watching those industrials. You got Honeywell in the Dow. Something we look for. The outside month. We're taking out both sides. The 2 down. Boom, the 322 monther over 211.54. You're there right now. So that's something definitely going to keep an eye on for the rest of the month. Here, once again, the daily. Now we're going to see if we can expand, because here, this is what you look for. Stop them out on the lower low, and boom, back through previous range to give you the broadening formation. So the question is whether that's going to continue to expand. Now, there's every reason to believe it will, so long as you don't have a reversal off of this thing. Keeps going, right? Or your weekly, which you're nowhere near in a reversal against. If you go to Cummins Engine, CMI. Oops. And CMI, once again, that outside month here, the 2 down, 322. And here's your broadening formation, as these outside bars are a broadening formation on a longer time, on a shorter time frame. There's your broadening formation there. So you're going to take all these guys out. The question is going to be strong enough to come up through here. And once again, here's what you look for. Ooh, the higher high, the lower low, the higher high, the lower low, the reversal back through previous range. Boom. There's your broadening formation. Now we'll see if that continues to expand, and the bigger one up into here. And you can see if you were watching that weekly, right here. 2 down by taking out the previous low, 2 up and back through previous range. You're already in, right, with magnitude all the way up into here. So you always want to be forward thinking when you have a trade and be like, if this works, what will it cause? What will this affect to do? So right now, market backing off on the new 60. We always want to pay attention to that bottom of the hour flip, and you can see the new 60 starting to come down. So we had that inside bar, and now SPY trying to go back toward the lows. And we know the Qs are the weakness, and there they go. Puke. If we go to MU, Qs to the lows, Facebook to the lows, Microsoft to the lows. And MU monthly, we knew about this. 2 down, 2 up reversal, and now completes all these, become an outside bar of that. So just having a nice day. Now coming in with a lot of these Q stuffs, but 3 hours inside of this, but relatively stronger than some of those big boys we'll get to in a second. If you go to VMW, also starting off with a nice day here, and you can see once again on the monthly, 2 down by stopping these guys out, 2-2 reversal on the month. So we can keep an eye on this on the upside, above 119.66 for the rest of the month. If we go to BABA, and BABA's got a little bit more room to go after that month, right? Having a nice little day here on the inside days. These 3 were inside of this bar, so not totally going gangbusters, but if it's really going to come out of its shell, here is what you'd be looking for. Above here. 129.44. You're not there yet, but that's the number you'd be looking for. Market's still selling off on this new flip here, folks. We also got FLT. And FLT, here you can see the broadening formation on the month. The higher high, lower low, higher high, low low. 2-2 reversal. Here, 2 down by taking out the lows. 2 up reversal. FLT for good for the rest of the month over 228.59. You're there. Not an inside 60, but this market selling off just a tad here, like I said. They're also coming into some steel. Nucor had a nice day. Now just stalling out with market 3 hours inside of this thing. But going forward, can always keep an eye on that with STLD. And STLD monthly. 2 down by taking out the lows, 2-2 reversal here. 2 down, 2 up. Over 63.84, and so still hanging around, but coming in just a tad with the market. If you go to CLF, and CLF, once again, RevStrat month, inside month, poke down, 1, 2, 2, looking to become an outside bar of that, and hopefully more. You can watch all these other inflation trade. We also had some strength here, opening the year with XLE inside month down, boom, and up she goes. XLE starting off the month, and so here if you go to something like XLE, if we go to the 30, let's go to the 30 here, and this is what I say: wait for triangle A out, right? Okay, gaps up and chase. Nope, inside and down off the 30. comes down, and there's your 2-2 reversal back up right here. Coming back through previous range. That's what you wait for. And people say, I'm going to buy in a pullback. No, you're going to buy on a reversal back in the direction to the upside. So stuff like PXD. And PXD, once again, that monthly, inside month, pokes down, rev strat month. So looking to take out all these highs. Looks like it's getting close. We'll see. On the downside, like I said, some of those big boys coming in here, and certainly some memers. AMC, these guys still having some problems with still being inside month, but starting off the year is the meltdown back towards the recent lows for the apes and GameStonk. And GameStonk just got a little bit more of these lows to take out, so starting off weak over there. If we go to the towers, AMT. And AMT still an inside month, but you can see having a rough day coming back to a previous range. The inside day to the downside continuation, 2, 1, 2, and if that works, triggers this. The inside weak, the 2 up, boom, back through previous range. You'll notice the lower low, and you'll notice the higher high. There's your broadening formation and back through it, and that tells you to look at the subgroup of SBAC here, which also does that inside up, boom, rev strat down. Coming back through a previous range, starting off rough, and CCI. And CCI coming down. So you can see once again all of them doing the same thing. Inside weak, up, boom, rev strat to the downside. If we go to, like I said, some of the big boys like Google. And Google taking that week to the downside. That's a 2 down. All right. So we're still inside on the month, but we'll see how that goes. If we go to NVIDIA. NVIDIA also not playing well with others today. Once again, that 2 up, 2 down week, right? So still an inside month, but if you can take that out, we'll see. If you go to the SMH, SMH still has some room to take this baby out. So we'll see outside week in there, little choppy, inside day like a lot of things. If we go to AMBA, and AMBA getting hit here. Nice pukey day. Outside day down 3-2, which means this buying up here got rejected, still getting rejected coming down, and that gives you the outside week coming down into this kind of stuff. We'll see if it's weak enough to go after that month. If we go to ENPH, and ENPH, here you can see this week, inside week to the downside. Boom, down she goes. And because we're watching this continuation, remember those monthlies, the outside bar, the 2 up, the 3-2-2 back down. Now this just ran out of time, so we're still looking to take this out for these to become an outside month of that. And that's all the way down there, 143.44. So still some potential meat on those bones. If we go to Lulu, and Lulu, last month, remember that was a 2 up, 2 down month reversal. That's still working, and so when you hear me say triangle the out, right here, weekly, 2 down, 2 up, boom, 2-2 reversal back down to become an outside bar of that, which would take out these recent lows. If we go to SGH, SGH having a rough day here for whatever's going on over here. You can see back to a previous range. Now looking for an outside month because you took out those highs and still having some problems. We'll see how that goes going forward. If we go to, you see now you got an inside 60 to keep on in there. If you go to Carvana, and Carvana, and Carvana, inside weak to the downside here. Inside weak and dropping. And we've known about this. This thing's had all sorts of trouble ever since that monthly 2-2 reversal up in here, and down she goes. Looking for a little bit more lows here. And once again on that 60, what happened? Triangle the out. There's your higher high, and then boom, back to previous range 2 down, and then the inside bar for the continuation. If you go to Zscaler, and Zscaler having a rough day, and this is what you look for, that slight higher high week, and then boom, down she goes, 2-2 back through previous range for these two to become an outside bar of that. Almost completes that because you can always look for that higher high. Now we're going to get that lower low. All right, new 15s here. Like I said, we're waiting on the Fed. Saw UPST coming in a little bit. Certainly, there's a lot more with the Qs falling down. We'll see how that goes. And there's your RevStrat week. Inside bar, 2 up, 2 down. Also starting to lose NVAX a little bit here. And that's going to obviously watch that with Moderna. Moderna, not totally getting killed, but an inside 60 down. But watching that inside month and down for Moderna below 233.20. So we got the Fed coming. Like I said, there's a lot more I could talk about. A lot of these big boys coming in. Let's let these Feds come out, and then as the week finishes off, we'll see what that first week looks like, what the opening think is going to happen for the rest of the year. That's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith. This is Smith and Black, Strat Time Report.